Okay, so this tutorial is just going to be about the layers here, and how you manipulate them, change the hierarchy, so which one's on top, and a bit about how you turn them off and on. So I'll start with how you turn them off and on. Basically there's a tick there, you can see this relates to that shapefile there, which is a point file, and I want to turn it off. You just have a tick, you just click there and it turns it off and then it disappears. You can right click on the layer, and that brings up things like you can go to the properties, so you can see the properties of the layer. It'll take a bit of time to load up. So you can see all these properties here. It's a bit too much to go into right now, but things like symbology are important, so you can change what it looks like. So have a search around them in your own time. You can also export it. You can open the attribute table, you can do joins, and you can copy here. So that's a few things you might like to do. So and also, sorry, you can remove them as well. So if you're done with a layer and you don't want it to be as part of this map file, you remove it. It won't delete the actual file. Again, if you remember from the map video, it's just linking to that shapefile, so it's not removing it from any disk. It's just saying that it won't be associated with this project. So I'll turn it back on, and just what you can do is if you left click on the name and then you hold it down, you can drag it all the way down to the bottom, which will mean that this will be at the bottom. So you can see here, this is a display tab, and this is in order of how they're displayed. So at the top is what's on top and the bottom is what's on bottom. Source tab shows a bit more about where the data is stored, so you can see it's giving you the file name and the file extension, but it doesn't say anything about the display. You can, I can actually, so you can't actually move it. So it's nothing to do with the display. It's just where the source is. So I'll move that back all the way to the top, just to let you know the sort of default hierarchy that ArcMap employs. So when you add data, is that a point file will be at the top, a line file will be second, and then a polygon will be third, and then raster at the bottom. And that's because you'll usually have sort of DTMs or images that you want to put shapefiles on top of. So just so, for example, the location map, which is this, we can just drop it underneath here, and then you can have different layers shine through. And then if we click on the actual point, we can change the properties. So this is now a green box, but we can change it to a hexagon just by, as I say, just one left click. So you can one left click over this mask, and that will cover the whole area. So we'll just undo that, say it's hollow. And then the raster is, well, just another thing is that these minus signs, it's basically minimizing. So it's just about how you want to see it, because you can have within shapefile many different sort of symbols. So we want to sometimes open them and close them. So that's just by clicking on that plus and minus sign. So here is a raster. It's just aerial photograph. So it's basically got three bands, which is red, green, and blue, which is the same as most images. You won't. I don't know if you know that about images, but basically, yeah, there's only red, blue, and green, and the amalgamation of those creates a color. So sometimes it's CMYK, which I think is cyan, magenta, something like that. Anyway, I think it's grey. But anyway, the Arc generally deals with red, blue, green, and three bands. So you can click on one of the box and you can actually change what band red represents. So if I change that, probably won't be able to see it very well. I think it was there, so it just sort of changes it to a different colour. But if you want a natural colour, you want the first band to be red, so, and the second to be green, as in normal photographs. So that's pretty much everything on layers, and so it's quite a quick, simple tutorial.